This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give on the counter. Got enough for the first. At the 45, on his way. Off and running. Inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Porter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll move the wide receiver. Play action. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Sweet cut there. Picks up the first down. Might have a chance. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Throws it deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. And made sure that one fell incomplete.
Looking for space. It's Walton. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
Here's Carr to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running inside, it's Jackson. Not much there, picks up a couple to the 22. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Here's Sayin to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Gets rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Looking to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
neutral site matchup here today with fans from both sides filling the stadium. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Great to welcome in Holly Rowe now, reporting from the sidelines. Holly?
Coach Marcus Freeman told me before the game, Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. I am challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoff next year, and that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Nice?
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Going to run it here. He's stopped for no gain. The defense swarming on the first play of the game.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down, bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Once you're outside of the tackle box, you can live to play another down as a quarterback, and he just throws it away. I like that decision. Didn't feel like there was much open down the field.
So on the opening drive, they're backed up here now, 3rd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Catch made on the right side. It's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare. The Longhorns come to the line to start a first set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Well, you got to love a first down play like that. It opens up the entire playbook. Now you can take a shot. You can be aggressive. 2nd and inches, anything is at your disposal.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
A big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well. Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Grab down the middle. It's Townsend. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run. The Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Now to try here for the extra point. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Mobley. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations.
He's in the clear. Now the 40. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. So one enormous play has this offense inside the 30. Let's see if they can cash in this scoring opportunity. And here's the handoff. He's past the marker and still going. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Powers into the end zone.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On the ground, it's Smothers. Has the first down and more. What a move. Makes one man miss. Picks up the first down before they stop it.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on first down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on first down and get first downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
You quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here. I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Longhorns pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to an end. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a big pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. To throw, it's Manning. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
As an offensive coordinator, I would have this play in my game plan as many different ways as I possibly could. Drag the tight end across the formation. It's the easiest completion for a quarterback in football.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Body blows, body blows, body blows. You run the football like this, you gain 5, you gain 6, time and time again. That play action pass is going to be at your disposal. You can get to the RPO. Everything on offense becomes easier. This line is doing a great job. This pack is running hard.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they'll make the tackle, but it'll bring up fourth down. They are in field goal range.
I always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
There'll be a rule down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare. Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
This has always been a pet peeve of mine from a quarterback perspective, is these nondescript run plays against what is clearly a run-oriented defense. You've got to have the opportunity to go play action, create some sort of little RPO, give the decision to the quarterback and not just calling this on the sideline.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Touchdown, Longhorns. Still no answer for this offense. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, I always talk about it. Timing and accuracy from the quarterback create these yards after the catch. And here he's able to put the ball on time and on target. And it affords the wide receiver the ability to run after the catch into the end zone. That is beautiful football, offensive football 101.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Porter. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Now it's 2nd down here. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He'll hand it off. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down.
Well, that is too easy right down the center of that defense. Great job by this offensive line, in particular in the middle of that offensive line. Guard, center, guard. Getting the job done, covering up color, and that's an easy...
He's got space. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He's got room to run. Look out. And he slides down to protect himself at the end of a huge gain. What a play.
This is exactly what's so impressive on film preparing for this team is to see the quarterback's speed. Look at his athleticism and explosiveness once he gets to the 2nd level. You can tell that he is so comfortable running the football. This is a huge gain, an explosive run, and this isn't even a designed quarterback run. I tell you what, this is going to be a long day for this defense if this guy is going to be able to run loose like this on the outside.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's 3rd down and short. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. That gain moves the ball to the 17. 1st down.
Yeah, Chris, that looked really close, and I love the 2nd effort from this running back, fighting for extra yards and ultimately moving the chains. Didn't look like a lot was there in the run game, and yet he was able to fall forward and get the line to gain for a 1st down.
And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
Scanning the field. It's Carr. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Could take it all the way. They get him down after the return, but that interception could be enormous.
Incredible response by this defense, Chris. You come out right in the sudden change situation. The offense turns it over, you're on the field, and you get the ball right back for that offense. Now it's incumbent on them to actually put that turnover behind them and move the ball down the field.
There's the handoff.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Fighting Irish will call their first timeout.
They have 2 more to work with before halftime. They look to throw it here on 2nd down.
And the pressure's on. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football,
And it brings up a 3rd down.
not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Now he's bringing it back.
They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes in these early turnovers and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
And they get him down on what will be the final play of this first half. The Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half. Fielded up near the 25. They get him down to the 33 after a solid return. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Emphasis here on cutting down on turnovers, a couple of them in the first half, and that's why they're trailing. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Past the 45. It's caught, and he's got a lane. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. 1st and 10 play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That's really solid defense, being gap sound here in their defensive front 7. And they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run first, and they're doing that.
On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. Oh, and it's nearly intercepted, but dropped by an excellent defensive player. It's going to bring up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to throw. It's Carr. Avoiding the pressure, moving out to the right. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
I tell you, you got to play well on 3rd down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on 1st and 2nd. He's got to be great in situations. And one of those situations that I think about is 3rd down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on 4th.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Makes the grab. It's Gilbert. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. They'll hand it off. That run moves the ball across the 35.
This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect a safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
They test the middle there, but get nothing. it set up here. It's third down. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch. Not quite enough for the first down. Going to be fourth down and just inches. Trying for a fourth down completion. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And is intercepted. He could go past the 50. Inside the 40. We finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They're going to run it. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Looking downfield. It's Carr. Moves out of the pocket. The pass rush gets home.
What an outstanding job by this defense. We know this quarterback is electric, in particular when he gets loose. And here, even though he's able to break, contain, and get outside of the pocket, look at the pursuit. And they're able to cut off the angles and get him down.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
This offense has got to stay out of these 3rd and long situations. This pass rush is too good, and here, more evidence of that. They get pressure, contact the quarterback as he throws, and now it's 4th down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking for the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
This defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
And he'll finally let it fly deep to the right. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, he breaks free. They escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack.
What a response from this defense. They give up the explosive play on the previous snap and come right back and get to the quarterback, create a negative play, and put him behind schedule. That's exactly what you need to do, in particular, after they generated some momentum with that big play.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's Manning. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
That's enough to move the sticks. 1st down now from the 23. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Inside deals now from the shotgun. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. So Texas has the lead as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Well, this sets him up to really have a stranglehold of this game, Chris. An opportunity to go up 2 possessions. Got to put this ball in the end zone. This is your best play call. As a play caller, you've got to empty this play sheet right here.
Touchdown, Texas. This offense really clicking. And now to try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Porter. He steps out of bounds at the 26. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Grab behind the line. It's Flanagan. Breaks into the clear. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Fresh setter down to the offense after that first down completion. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. To throw, it's Carr. Looking deep to the right side. He's got it at the 15. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. First down, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Great catch when they desperately needed it. The Irish punch back. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Oh, the kicking team makes the recovery. Well executed onside kick.
Chris, I always talk about comebacks being like puzzles. It's one piece at a time. Well, that's the biggest piece of this puzzle. You get the onside kick. Now it's about executing and sticking this ball in the end zone.
He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gives it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
Looking to scramble. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Look out, he's in the clear. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Leaning on the run game here late. Here he goes. Breaks into the clear. At the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns. He would not be denied. They couldn't